So I think today is going to be the day, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to put this off for as long as I want to. Oh, although there have been some big developments. For example, I finally have Optifine, and I also finally have my cinematic camera key, so I can do the slow turns and make everything look so much just better. Look at it. But that's not what we're doing today. Although, it is something nice that we can do. Today we have bigger plans, and they all take place inside of this building from last episode, where I'm still working on the interior. But right here, today we are going to enter the Nether. Before that, though, we have a few things that we need to get out of the way. So, in between episodes, I went mining and well, I saw once again the true power of Fortune 3. Today we're going to go to the Nether, but first I am going to make some new armor, because this isn't going to make it, and I don't want to bring this pickaxe, because that is kind of our way to get infinite tools in armor. Like, that's the diamond ticket. And now we must set this armor on its way.
I salute you.
Moving swiftly onwards, I've already gone ahead and gotten some deep slate in my inventory. And I'm not going to need too much because this is not me looking for the fortress. This is exclusively a trip for quartz. You may be wondering why I even want quartz, because I'm not going to build with it. Concrete is infinitely better. The reason is that quartz can be used the reason is that quartz can be used to make redstone equipment, and also it gives you a lot of levels. So here we have the portal ready. And I think I'm just gonna need to go in.
Alright, takes a minute, doesn't it?
Oops. I probably should have brought some golden armor. Woo! Maybe a bow would have been a good idea. Oh. Why do they do so much damage and why can't I pop them? I'm supposed to be able to send them back. Oh. I really should have brought a bow. So, ow! That shouldn't have hit me. I hit it. So. There we go. And now I can deal with the million other things trying to kill me. If you think about it, it's kind of weird that the Nether update only added 2 mobs, and one of them is a variant of the other one. Like, actually no, it also added the Hoglin, but still, it's only 3 mobs. Piglin, the Piglin Brute, and the Hog. This is what we came here for. Just escaped the fiery depths of the underworld. Feeling good. I've only been recording for about 10 minutes, and that's how long it took me to record a YouTube short yesterday. So I think I'm also going to have to include the actual farms in this one, which honestly I'm not complaining about. It gives me an excuse to make another building. But the issue is I don't know where I'm going to put it. I need a building right here, but I think that's going to be too small of a plot. I might put it right here. The only issue is I need this to be loaded in a lot, and I do want to cover up this lake with grass and then just move into there. Then I can just have more land. So I think the strategy is going to be to put it right here because that gives me a good amount of land. It's always going to be loaded whenever I get buildings going in there. Spruce, mangrove, cobblestone. Spruce and cobblestone. Spruce, mangrove, cobblestone, cherry. Spruce, mangrove, cherry, birch. There's not a whole lot of variation. So by building over here, I can start to use a bit of a different palette. What's that palette going to be? I'm not entirely sure, but I do think I want to use more birch. Not sure what other colors I'm going to use, but I'm going to figure it out. Funny story, funny story. I'm a really funny guy and I have a funny story. So I just took a trip to the Nether because I thought I might actually use deep slate and blue stuff. If you watched my YouTube short from yesterday, you might have noticed that I put deep slate and blue stuff in a bad color palette together. That's mainly because I just don't like blue stuff all that much. And but I decided that the deep slate and blue stuff might look good together until I realized that's a bit too different from this palette. I mean, the only deep slate that I've used at all is under there, and it would take a lot of blending. So I'm going to put away my deep slate and my blue stuff. But fear not, because I have a better idea. This palette, it's tried and it's true, alright? And the best part is, I don't have anything that I need for it. I've used this palette before. It's actually kind of nice. A lot of people don't like jungle wood in Minecraft. And honestly, I can see why. Texture's a bit noisy and it also has like green tones on the planks, which, yeah, it's a bit weird. However, you take oak wood and jungle log, it's magical. And because of this, we need to sow. Because if you sow, you can reap. But to reap,
You must sow.
although after you sow, well,
You reap what you sow.
also I probably didn't need to plant oak. Acacia. Hmm. I'm not crazy fond of acacia actually. I've never really used it too much. The orange just conflicts with anything else I'm trying to do. We're gonna try it. If you can't tell, I'm really loving having the Optifine zoom again. Just using the zoom in the cinematic camera, it's so neat. Like, the sniffers look so majestic with the cinematic camera. I'll get back to you in a minute. Alright, so I've gathered up what I think is gonna be all the resources I'm gonna need. It's 4 stacks of jungle logs about. And then I'm probably gonna use mainly oak planks instead of logs, so that should be enough. Don't know how much acacia I'm gonna use, if any. And then this cherry is just gonna be for laying out plans, because I think what I want to do is also put my kelp, my eventual kelp, and there's another farm that I think is supposed to go alongside them. I was just thinking of, oh, cactus. Well, no, cactus is gonna be different. But I'll put kelp and probably another farm in here. Maybe I'll just double up the sugarcane. So I think what I'm gonna do is have like roughly this much of each. So need glass, block needs mud, the piston observer, and then 2 blocks of redstone. So it's gonna be like that for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm gonna do a square. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. Fill it all in. And mud's not gonna be a problem because for mud, which is as established, I might use a minecart rail just because if I do that, I can save hoppers. I can save a lot of hoppers, which is 22.5 stacks.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be best if I just use the minecart rail.
The only issue is this is still going to be insanely resource intensive, and I am going to need to make more trips for quartz. What I might actually do is make one layer for sugarcane, one layer for bamboo, and one layer for kelp. That would probably work because I don't know what the fourth farm would be because cactus farms differently. So I finished the actual redstone part of this now, and if you've never seen this farm before, which is kind of surprising to me, I'll show you how it works real quick. You just need to wait for the sugarcane to grow, and it's super simple actually. But basically when the sugarcane grows, it reaches the observer, and then the pistons push it, and the redstone is very basic. Like, that's it. And it's titleable, so if you need more of them, you can just keep making them in a line, but all you need is really one of these and then a hopper underneath. And if you use mud, then you can put a hopper directly underneath. If you don't use mud, you have to do a hopper minecart, which is what we're going to do, because previously mentioned hopper costs. I don't think I'm going to keep up with the cherry. I'll probably just use cherry for the interior, because probably get started on the hopper minecart, and then I'll just do one level for right now. I might do the other two off camera or on a stream. They're just kind of boring, and it's nice to be able to just turn on a YouTube video and work on it. We find ourselves in the rain again, but I've made some pretty significant progress. I accidentally wasn't recording for the end of it, and I did take a little break, but we're pretty much finished with this layer. I'm gonna do the other ones off camera, like I said, because I can't imagine this was an interesting video. But they've just been working away. I did enchant my sword because I was at 30 levels, and I actually got really lucky. I just went for sweeping edge 3, and then I also got sharpness 4 and unbreaking 3. But this is actually a really productive farm already. I don't know if it's completely lossless, and I also don't see the minecart anywhere. Oh, there it is. I might go in and make glass so you can always see the minecart, and I'm trying to catch it because there was just a stack in 9 and it went to a stack in 10, which there's supposed to be 2 every time. There shouldn't be any sugarcane getting lost, and it needs to be too tall before it gets hit. So, I don't know, but I think that's pretty much the farm, and the door, it's it looks really bad. But you have to understand how difficult it is to put a door right here. Where else am I gonna put a door? Go ahead, tell me. But yeah, it works. I'm gonna finish it off camera. I need to add like a little bit more in there. I do need to add a cover. I think there might be a little bit getting lost from falling on top of the observers. Overall, I think it looks pretty nice. And Optifine's connected glass just makes it look even better. This is light gray glass, which I always recommend to use instead of clear glass. Anytime you're going to use clear glass, just use light gray glass. Although sometimes black or normal gray glass can also work. I just don't like clear glass because the texture is super noisy and you can't actually see through it unless you have a texture pack on. Off camera this time, I'll probably do a bit more work there. I'll probably add bamboo and then I'll add kelp. And this is probably going to be mostly a bamboo farm in the end because bamboo grows very quickly. So we'll have a lot of bamboo, which is nice. And then kelp isn't too useful, but it's nice to have. I might make the kelp part a little bit different. I might even just do 2 sugarcane and bamboo layers here. Because with bamboo, I think I might make one of those smelter farms for XP, where it has the kelp go all through the system and then you can craft it into blocks then all of that gets loaded in to make more dried kelp for more blocks. Then you can open the furnaces and you just get a ton of XP. Overall, I'll probably stream and fill in this area. I think next episode I might try to go for villagers, although I might make a bit of a food farm. I might make a carrot farm and then a pig farm. I might do the standard cow crusher design, but for pigs, because not only do I need to put in a small building right here, but also I am running insanely low on food. I've just been going through it like crazy, and I actually had to take a break from this because I ran out of food. Ah, comment of the day. How could you let me forget? No, no, I actually have comments. Today's comment of the day comes from the last episode, and it comes from. Hang on, wait. Okay, so today's comment of the day is your building style is so cute from Nitro 9. Thanks. That means a lot to me. I've spent a lot of time trying to just get better at building, and I'm still not exactly where I'd like to be, but that was kind of what I was trying to do with this series is just get better. So it's nice to hear that I'm doing a good job at that. Also, bonus. Nice. From Junior Blocks HD. Hello, Junior Blocks. How are you? But I think that's going to be it for me today. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, or else a creepy creature will be in your bed tonight. That creature being a person who did not like and subscribe. But hopefully I'll see you next time. Yeah, bye.